Thank you for joining me today to talk about these topics that are important for those going out on their own or getting out of school, etc. Today we're going to talk about the studio versus salon, and so I guess we'll start off. So everyone, this is Inhye Kim. She works at
Be
Be
Seen
Seen still.
Studios.
Yeah, Be Seen Studios in Rockville.
hmm
And so, is that a studio or a salon? Tell us a little bit about how that structure works.
So it is a salon. It's a commission-based salon. I would say the main difference from my past experiences is that there's a lot of freedom. It doesn't
Okay.
have the vibe of corporate, or it doesn't have a vibe of like somebody breathing down your neck, telling you to meet your goals and your numbers. Very focused on being creative. Let's see. So this would be my fifth salon since I have started on the floor as a stylist.
Okay. So for the purpose of for the audience listening who is interested in like they're thinking about whether they should go to a salon or a studio or would you in your as far as you know well first of all have you ever worked in a studio rented a studio?
No, I've never rented a studio. I have worked in a studio
Okay.
for like a week or so while I
Okay.
was transitioning from salon to salon, but not
Yeah.
as someone who rents.
Okay, so then from your perspective, what do you see the pros and cons?
Well, first, it's the workload, right? Because running your own business, it's so much work. Um, I have an accounting background, so I understand like the number crunching and what it takes to like build the profits. And when there was a point in time, I really considered renting a chair, a studio. And when I really like sat down and did the numbers and I couldn't do it. I was like, this is so much work. Um, just the accounting aspect of it alone just was too much for me. So that
Yeah.
definitely the cons of I think renting your own space, running your own business is so much work. And I just didn't have the time for that. Having like two little kids. Well, I'm sure I could have made time, but I don't think I was in a position where I wanted to invest the time.
Well, and then based on what you said earlier, it sounds like if you did invest the time, you would be taking away. It sounds like you wanted to be in a place that you could be more creative and not have to worry about that stuff. So you'd
Yeah.
be going in the opposite direction of sounds like what you ended up going in.
Exactly, yeah. And for me, education was a really top priority.
Okay.
I know I can take classes online, in person as they come. I can travel and take classes. There's so many available now. But what I really wanted was to learn from my teammates. And that was the number two con for me is that if I rent my own space, I would be by myself. I wouldn't have this automatic person to run to if I had a color question or a placement question or even just to talk to someone for advice. Like you don't have that, you know? And
Right.
to me, that's really important to be able to learn and grow. Because I feel like if you work by yourself, you're just kind of at this level and you have to really self motivate. And when you're caught in a position where you don't have a lot of time to spare, when your downtime means you've got to do some bookkeeping, you just don't have that leeway. So, in my mind, it's beneficial for me and the type of person and stylist that I am to have someone else do all of the back work for me and for me to focus on my creativity.
It sounds like it's about time for more time for creativity, the craft, as well as a support system for collaboration. And it sounds like as well as somewhat like management and the business side, you have like that support system.
Yeah, so
Was there anything
incredibly
else that
important.
you would say is the most favorite, or would you say that was
Not
it?
doing my own laundry.
Not doing your own laundry.
Yes,
Okay,
I
I
use a
mean
lot
that's
of
fair.
towels, man. I like per
That's super
highlight
fair.
client, I'm running through like 10, 15 towels, so that adds up.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I totally get that. I can go through some serious laundry too. What would you say your least favorite thing is about working in a hair salon in general?
Mm, I think so. I'm an introvert, so
Okay.
I like people, but I don't like people. So I think
Okay.
sometimes it can be distracting if there's a lot going on around you and you're trying to focus on something, or if there's some conversations going on that might be a little inappropriate for the guest sitting in your chair at that time, or someone's being super messy. There always someone in the salon who just
Yo.
their crap is everywhere.
Oh. Yeah, I am on the other end of the salon from those people. Like I try
Yeah.
so hard to stay away from them, but
Yeah.
there's always at least one
Yeah,
that
so
just
those
gets their
things,
stuff.
like, if you have your own space, then create your own mess, clean up your own mess, you're responsible for everything on your own. So I
Right,
would say
right.
that's kind of a downfall of working with other people, but
Yeah.
the benefits certainly outweigh it for me.